Ready, y'all? Hey, y'all. It's Chris and Tammy with Collard Valley Cooks. Today we're making 2 cookies. We're going to get one ready, get it in the oven while we make our chocolate oatmeal on the stovetop. So we're making double chocolate with peanut butter chips today. And we're making chocolate oatmeal cookies. So we are going to have fun today. You know what, Chris? We didn't get out the peanut butter.
Oh, well, that's easy.
For the chocolate oatmeal.
Yeah.
But we'll go ahead and mix these up. And then I'll grab that peanut butter while we're waiting on this butter to get fluffy. Okay. So the first thing you're going to do is put your butter in your mixer. There's 2 sticks, which is...
Let me make sure that we're on Collard Valley Cooks.
Why? What does it say?
Because we only have 2 people watching.
Ask them.
Okay, folks, are we on Collard Valley Cooks or are we on Tammy's?
Personal, maybe? I just got this phone. I may not have hooked it up right. It's possible.
Plus, it usually takes a minute or 2 for everybody to kind of get on here.
Okay, so y'all let me know real quick, if you can. Let us know if you're on Collard Valley Cooks and you can see us live. Can somebody comment for us?
Collard Valley Cooks.
Right. Okay, good. Okay, so we're going to put these 2 sticks of butter in here, which is a cup of butter, and you're going to start letting that. I just seen a little piece of the thing that will wrap the butter. Look at that little bitty tiny. I doubt y'all can see that. Anyway, you're going to beat this until it's nice and fluffy. So we're going to beat this while we get our sugar and cocoa mixed up. So you're going to be using 1½ cups of sugar and 2/3 cup of cocoa. 1½ cups of sugar. And this is a cup. There's 1½ and then 2/3 cup of Hershey's cocoa. I'll turn that off. Loud. So I always like to mix up my cocoa in the sugar, and we'll do the same thing when we make our chocolate oatmeal. And that way you don't have cocoa lumps and bumps. If you're just tuning in, we're making 2 cookies today. Me and Chris get to eat good. All right, I'm putting that out of the way. That way I know it's in there. Sometimes it's good to do that. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to mix up this cocoa and sugar. So it was 1½ cups of sugar and 2/3 cup of cocoa. And we beat up our butter. So now we're going to start adding this in there. And our egg. It says combine the flour and cocoa, beat the butter, add the sugar mix until fluffy. Oh, you know what? I might ought to put the cover on it. Now, this thing gets loud when you put sugar in it. It just really makes a loud noise because it's scraping the sugar crystals. So if you're wondering why, that's why it's doing it. What's wrong, Chris? I thought you raised your hand up at me.
Seems bad.
I know. Okay. We'll use the same bowl when we make our chocolate oatmeal in a minute. Now we're going to add our eggs. 2 large eggs. Cocoa always makes such a mess. A little bit of vanilla. And now all we got left is flour. You can look at your list. These are so easy to make. So now all we have is 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Somebody said, the other day somebody said, that I posted something on Facebook and it said flour, Flower, instead of flour, Flour. I don't think that's something I typed. I think that's something AI typed when I was doing text with AI.
So they're not so smart after all, are they?
Well, yeah, you would think they would know that when you're cooking, you're not talking about flours, but who knows? All right, so we got 2 cups of flour. I'm going to go ahead and put in 1 cup. And then we'll use this half cup. I put a half cup. Oh, that was supposed to be a half cup. Never mind. I was thinking 2/3 was the cocoa. That scared me. All right, so there's a cup of flour. We got 1 more cup of flour to go. You know, cookies are not thin, and that's why I do like to use a stand mixer to mix them up, because they're a little tougher to mix than a cake. So it's a lot harder to mix them by hand, in other words, with a thing, because they're tougher. All right, let's turn them up. Well, let's just throw it everywhere. Yummy. Y'all, these cookies are so good. They taste a lot like brownies. This is the best cookie recipe.
This is in volume 2, right?
This is in volume 3. Both of these cookies are in volume 3.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to add our chips. So you're going to add a half cup of semi-sweet chocolate. If you don't like semi-sweet, then use milk chocolate. Half cup. And you can use white chocolate, but today we're using peanut butter chips. And I'm going to be a little generous with the peanut butter. And that's all there is to it. Talk about easy. We're going to get these on our baking dish, get them in the oven while we make our oatmeal cookies. That should be good. Simple Dimple does it. All right, I'm going to move this over just a little bit. And y'all can get right there. This is the best cookie pan. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I posted the new monthly giveaway. We posted our winners this morning on the website. If you go to the homepage, you can see who won the Tupperware sets. This month, I'm actually going to give away baking dishes. Well, they're baking pans by USA Pan, which is wonderful quality stuff. I'm giving away a 1/4 sheet, a 1/2 sheet, a cookie sheet, 2 cake rounds, and a 13 by 9 sheet cake pan. And it's about $130 worth, and there'll be 2 winners. So y'all hop on over to the website and join in the fun, okay?
CollardValleyCooks.com.
CollardValleyCooks.com.
Do you think we need to spray that or anything, since I've done all that scrubbing? And
I'm just going to use parchment and be done with it.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah. We had this pan laying in the bottom of the oven, and it had got pretty dirty. So I've been elbow greasing it for 2 days trying to get it clean.
He finally got it off with some scouring pads. All right. Here we go. That's why I like stainless steel. You can use, what do you call those things, Chris?
Oh,
with the soap in
steel
them?
wool.
You can use steel wool on it.
And I did.
Lasts forever.
I used Barkeeper's Friend.
That didn't work.
I think if I'd have had the powder, it might have worked.
No, it's baked on, like when it's been in the bottom like that and it's just baked and baked. That's why it didn't work. If we had cleaned it pretty recent to where it had gotten on there, it would have worked. We're going to bake these at 350 for 12 minutes. I'm going to use my convection bake and bake them at 325 because my oven is just like really and truly, y'all, this oven is like an old-timey oven. It is a gas stove, and it does not brown even biscuits or anything unless you have the convection on. You remember like years ago when your mama made biscuits and she would have to pick them up and put them down in the bottom to broil the tops? Well, that's how this oven works. So if I don't turn on convection, then I have to broil the top of my baked goods. Well, when you're baking a cookie, it don't even brown them unless I turn on the convection. So it's a lot like an older oven. All right, here we go. These are going in the oven, and we're going to start our other cookies. We're going to set the timer for 12 minutes, and we do want those to bake long enough to be crunchy on the outside and chewy on the inside. Like I said, they're a lot like brownies, so we're going to turn the fan on and start these. You're going to start making your chocolate oatmeal, and today I'm going to do the no-fail way. A lot of y'all don't know what this is, but if you have a hard time with fudge or you have a hard time with chocolate oatmeal and it wants to turn back to sugar, you could use powdered sugar and not worry about it. That's what we're going to do today. I figured it was a way. I mean, you could do it either way. It's in the recipe book. I have both ways you can do it. This one is on page 87 in this volume 3. And so we're going to use the powdered sugar method today. So you're going to melt a stick of margarine, which is a ½ cup of butter, in a nonstick saucepan. Of course, I'm trying to turn on the wrong eye. No matter how long I've had this oven, I turn on the wrong eye. It seems backwards to me the way they got it. They got it so that the first button turns on the back eye and the second button turns on the front, and I would think it would be opposite. And that's why I do it even knowing that I'm doing it wrong. I still do it wrong over and over. So you're going to melt this butter in here, and while that's melting, we can mix up our sugar and cocoa like we did a while ago. So for these, it's 2 cups of sugar.
So not powdered sugar?
Oh, thank you, Chris. I'm losing it. Did you get out powdered sugar for me?
Nope.
Oh.
We were going to use
I don't even know if I got enough. I'll have to look.
Well, we'll watch the butter melt while you're looking.
I probably don't. We'll probably have to use regular sugar today.
Yeah. Oh, well.
It is what it is. I don't have no powdered sugar. All I got, yeah, I do. Here's some.
Found it.
Found it. Whoop, whoop. All right, and what else was I going to get? Peanut butter. And this peanut butter's out. Lord. We should have got this ready before y'all came on.
A lot going on.
I hope I got peanut butter. It don't take much. I could probably scrape enough out of this one. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm back finally.
You
turned that down.
Browning? Okay.
No. I turned it up just to get it melted. Okay, so you're going to use 2 cups of sugar. And so I tell you to use 3½ cups of powdered sugar, because powdered sugar is different than regular sugar. So it's 3½ cups of powdered sugar if you want to do it the no-fail way.
What?
The only thing about powdered sugar is a lot of people don't know it, is it does have cornstarch in it. So it's not just sugar. A lot of people don't know that. Did you know that, Chris?
Nope.
It does. All right. It's 3½ cups.
Okay.
And then a 1/3 cup of cocoa. Cocoa's over here. Well, that's convenient because it was 1/3 times 2 in the other one. So these always make such a mess. Cocoa does. Glad I don't have to mess up another one with cocoa. There you go. Now we're going to whisk this. My whisk is in here where I whisked it earlier. Like
And we
this.
didn't do any barbecuing. Did y'all cook out for Labor Day?
Oh my
Anybody
gosh.
out there?
I'm not used to mixing that powdered sugar.
Let us know.
So you're just going to mix up your sugar and your cocoa. If you don't mind, Chris, will you look and see how much milk and what kind of milk we're going to use in these?
Okay.
You can show it to them while you're looking.
It says half a cup of evaporated milk.
Evaporated milk.
Third a cup of peanut butter.
All right.
3 cups of oats.
Chris thinks I put too many oats in them. So we'll add those a little bit at a time in case he don't want them all in there. Okay, so evaporated milk, half cup.
Okay.
I'm going to put it in now. I don't know if it says to put it in now.
I think you do the sugar and the cocoa and the butter. Then
When you
put
make
that-
fudge, you do this.
Oh, really?
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
All right.
I'll go look. I usually don't. All right, let's see. Add the milk to the margarine. Yep. And then
Okay.
you add the sugar and cocoa. I'm
All
pretty
right,
smart when it
Okay.
comes to baking.
Me too.
All right. There's that.
Okay.
And now we're going to add this in. If you're just tuning in and you're thinking, what in the world did she use powdered sugar for? I'm making just old-fashioned oatmeal cookies, but instead of using regular sugar, I am using powdered sugar. And that way I don't have to worry about the sugar crystals and whether or not it's going to turn back to sugar, just like you would with fudge. So we're cheating, but I mean, it's still sugar, so it's going to work. This can't turn to sugar when it's not got any granules in it. Pretty smart. I've done fudge the same way too. The main thing is if you decide to substitute regular sugar for fudge, or for like a fudge icing, and you have a hard time with stuff turning back to sugar, because you got to cook it to the right temperature, and you got to make sure that you don't get any sugar crystals along the edges or on your spoon, and then get it back in there. It's kind of complicated. If you want to use powdered sugar, you can for other things too. You just need to Google and see what the substitution amount would be, because it's not the same. So if you use 2 cups of sugar, it was 3.5 cups of powdered sugar. All right, we're going to bring this temperature up, get it to boiling, but you're still going to boil it till it gets.
You're going to boil it 3 minutes.
Yep. You're going to boil it just like you would fudge. We're just going to time it today. I think I told them 2 minutes on that recipe. But it's got to come to a boil. Now, if you're using regular sugar, you're going to do this at a slow pace so that the crystals have plenty of time to melt. But with the powdered sugar, we can turn it up a little bit to start with. Now, what's great about what I'm using is I'm using a nonstick pan, and that makes it easier when it comes to making candy. And all this is really is candy with oatmeal in it, for the most part. That's what oatmeal cookies are. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have, look what a mess I made. I guess I could try to get that up because it's cocoa and it's going to get all over everything. Y'all, look what I did.
Yeah, you already stepped on it, didn't you?
Yes. Cocoa makes the biggest mess. A lot of people use baker's chocolate instead of cocoa. But my mama always used cocoa. Where'd your mama use, Chris?
Cocoa.
All right. Now, we're going to put out some parchment to drop these on. I'm going to move some of this stuff out of y'all's way while y'all stand there and stare at that. Me and Chris can finish making cookies. See how I timed this really good. I thought, you know what, I could make 2 cookies today. And I think it's going to time really, really good. So y'all got to see 2 cookies. Now let me tell y'all something about
Okay, it's starting to boil.
okay, good. Let me look at the timer over there. The timer's got 2 minutes and 25 seconds on it, so that's perfect.
Okay.
Okay, y'all. My YouTube, not my YouTube, my Facebook changed. My Facebook page changed. So if you're a Facebooker, you need to go over there and join my new Facebook page. The old one has been shut down, and I need some followers. Okay. Also, I told y'all about the giveaway. Y'all need to join in the giveaway. And I was going to tell them one other thing right quick. It was really important. Maybe I'll think of it again. I'm losing it.
CollardValleyCooks.com is where you need to look for all this stuff.
Yes. I'm hoping to get a newsletter out within the next couple of days. Oh, I was going to tell them about my new cookbook. Okay. I did go ahead and sign the contract for 83 Press to make us a cookbook. I'm super excited about it. And they are going to be working on it. And it won't come out until next year around Mother's Day. And I will let you know when we start doing pre-orders. But I decided to do a dessert cookbook. So it's got all of my cakes, pies, candy, cookies, bars, salads that are sweet, everything you can think of that's sweet is going to be, you can show them this, in that cookbook. And there's new recipes in it that aren't in the first 4 because we have made desserts since I published that last cookbook. So, and I'll give you an example, like my holiday fruit cake will be in there. Magdalene's coconut cake will be in there. My southern praline cake will be in there. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be in it. Carol corn, good stuff. And it's going to be a wonderful cookbook, and I'm super excited. If it goes really well, then maybe in a few years we'll do one like it that is all entrees and vegetables or something like that. All right, so this has been boiling. It wasn't at a full boil yet, Chris, when it started.
You got to take out your cookies out of the oven too. You got.
Oh, that's right.
Plus, you got to have your stuff ready to put in.
Okay. I don't know if these are going to be ready, but.
I bet they are. They usually.
Well, I didn't have it turned. I'm going to let them cook just another minute.
All right. You got 30 seconds on this.
Okay.
Less than 30 seconds.
Yeah. We can check the temp.
By the time you do that, every time you do that, you end up over.
I know. I overdoing it.
Do it.
Could you see the temperature on that thing?
No.
Oh, it's hot. I can tell you that. I'm going to turn it off.
Yes.
Get it off the heat element. It's supposed to be at softball stage.
It's ready.
It's not at softball stage yet.
It's ready.
Chris says it's ready. All right. We're going to say it's ready because Chris says it's ready. It still cooks after you take it off for one, you know. Okay, so now you add your peanut butter, which Chris is not crazy about. He likes them without peanut butter, but I like them with peanut butter. And I'm about to get those cookies out, but we're going to put the peanut butter in here real quick. And I'm just going to use what peanut butter I got left in this thing. Because I got some more somewhere, but I don't want y'all to have to wait on me to find it.
She usually uses what, 2/3 cup, something like that.
I just use a big
Oh,
dollop for the most part, just like you would when you make fudge. And yes, I'm licking my fingers. All right, we're going to get these out.
careful.
And these are a lot like brownies. So you're going to see that as they cool, they'll kind of flatten out, but they're going to be chewy in the middle.
They're very good.
They're super delicious. And we're going to get these mixed up. So you're just going to mix that peanut butter in there good. Don't they look delish? And when we get off here, me and Chris will continue to make these cookies. Now, you can save the batter and just bake them fresh every time you eat them. And that way, you get hot chocolate chips. Oh, God, that's hot.
Every time.
This thing gets really hot.
The handles.
Yes. If y'all have bought this from me, it does. You got to be really careful picking it up, because what it is it's got that silicone on there, and you think that silicone is going to keep you from getting burned, but it don't go all the way across it. So it does not keep you from getting burned.
I burnt myself.
So you got to be careful.
Pretty good on it.
You burnt yourself?
Oh yeah. That's the one where I burnt my fingerprints off.
All right. Chris don't like as much oatmeal in his as I asked you to put in there. So we're going to put in 2 cups today. Mix it up and see if he thinks that's enough. I'll tell you to use 3 cups.
I think the last time.
Here, let's do it over here in the light.
Okay. I think the last time we used like 2.5.
Really?
Yeah. You want me to do that?
No.
Okay.
They're already dry.
Yep. Because we cooked them too long.
Hand me the milk. Where's my milk?
Right here.
If you get them out and they are turning dry too quick, all you have to do is add a little bit of milk. Y'all, it's so hard for me to make these live. Every time I make these live, I mess them up. And it's because I'm talking, and you can't just do it really quick and get it off the stove and get them in the pan. I need a regular spoon now that I got it in a thing. So it's hard for me to tell what I'm doing. Let me taste of it. Oh, it's hot though. So I just tell you that if you do get it too dry, to add milk to it. I'm adding the milk to it.
It fixes it right up though. It makes it.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
It works like a charm.
How you know if you're in the kitchen with somebody that knows how to cook. Because if they make a mistake, they know how to fix it. Seriously, a lot of people would just throw it away. I've had people call me and go, my peanut brittle burned. Or my peanut brittle didn't get brittle. And I'm like, well, put it back in there and cook it some more. If you burn it, it's too late. But if it just didn't get brittle enough, then you can throw that candy right back in there and recook it until it's right. Even if it's the next day. What do you think, Chris? You think that's enough oatmeal?
I mean, you could probably put in a little more.
I think it's enough.
Okay. Well, then
Y'all might want to make a note on there, and when I do my new cookbook, I'll make sure and just put 2 cups instead of 3. But if you got a cookbook, you might want to note that you think that 2 cups will be enough.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're just going to lay them out.
And wait. Wait for the awesomeness.
And the great thing about this powdered sugar way is that you don't have to worry about them ever being gritty and that sugar turning back to crystals. You should be on my left side, sweetie. My arm's in y'all's way when you're on my right because I'm right-handed. Sometimes we need reminding. This makes a lot of cookies, and it's just 2 cups of oatmeal. Mm-hmm. So y'all make sure and note that in your third cookbook if you've got one. Volume 3 cookbook, put 2 cups of oatmeal instead of 3.
And you could probably put 3 in there, but it'd be, you know.
More oats than chocolate.
Yeah, it'd be pretty. These cookies are looking good.
They're going to cool off just enough for us to try them.
Mm-hmm. We're going to have to
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
You going to get all them on there?
Yeah, I'm gonna squeeze them on here.
Right.
Squeeze them on here. And as they cool, you'll be able to pick them up. Now, when you add milk, I mean, I've been cooking long enough to know that I could add a lot of milk. So, when you add your milk, you might want to add a little bit at a time compared to the way I just did it. I just been doing it long enough. I just kind of know.
You can tell by the texture.
Yes, how much I'm going to need.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good, y'all. I've never had them with powdered sugar. And they taste different. I mean, they don't really taste different, but they have a texture that's different. What do you think, Chris?
Tastes the same on this spoon.
You can't taste that little bit of difference?
Mm-mm.
I can. They're good. Good, good, good.
And they taste like chocolate oatmeal cookies.
All right, we're going to try one of these for y'all, and then we'll get out of here. See the cookie? Mm-hmm. These are a lot like brownies, like I said.
They're very good.
Except today, they're going to have peanut butter in them. Oh, they're hot. Mm-mm-mm. Good, good, good. They're both really different. I mean, they're both chocolatey, but they're different from each other. This is like a brownie.
Mm-hmm.
They're delicious.
Yeah, these are awesome.
Yeah, they are. So these are triple chocolate chip cookies in our third cookbook. And these are chocolate oatmeal cookies in our third cookbook.
We'll have a chocolate
and you can
overload.
see that they're going to set up, if you're wondering.
We're going to have chocolate overload tonight.
And that's it, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. We're going to enjoy eating it. I'm going to get one more batch of these brownie cookies in the oven. And then we're going to turn this oven off for the day since it's hot outside. I hope y'all have enjoyed watching Collard Valley Cooks. If you just tuned it in, y'all take a look at our new giveaway on our website. It's on the first page. You can see who won this month and what's up for grabs the next month.
Or if you want to buy anything.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, CollardValleyCooks.com, any of the stuff that we use.
Right. It's all there. We will see you next time. We love you. And we thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Love you.